going to do this as a continuous performance. And so I'm going to be taking a variety of stuff from new work, old work, and we're just going to kind of collage it. Hopefully let it resonate with each other. I'm going to be reading from this old chapbook, Circulations. I want to thank Julia. This came out like 20 years ago. Certainly have to thank you as a teacher, a mentor, the person that made this possible. Came out under your imprint, and it's greatly appreciated. And then I've got this little new thing, Windfluent, that I just finished selling this week. And we're going to be reading some other new poems and some other old poems and put it all together. It's going to be an experiment. I don't know if you need introductions, but this is John Raskin. First substance, utterance, by ears heard, caught. Dawn breaks, they say, night's vestiges shattered, sun's light aloft as they scurry to gather the pieces. A holy other presence to clarify a shadow's outline, needing to talk, the words unavailable, blocked out in type. What's it about? Whatever it wanders around. Limber pine boughs, the texture of words combines with the color of notes and rouses response. Again, making waves, spent sounds on sands. The landings stretch wood planks out, gesturing emptily towards some vaguely apprehended but well-imagined center. False hope to moor or walkabout. Rhythm that turns, time elastic, repercussive. Drift. River is the word given, in motion, no matter how still, the surface twists, bends, falls, swirls, in shallows, eddies, whirlpools. River of sorrow, river of longing, all rolled in one long blues line. River of desire, life's rapids, whitewater rafters negotiate. River of light, meanders down the freeway, moves out through the Milky Way. Night's backbone, the road the dead take to the other world. River of dreams, river of greed, old gravel beds dredged, shallows panned for gold flecks. River of Heraclitus flux, flow one can't fall in, twice, unfathomable deep. One sense of repetition is how each appearance differs. Wake up in the morning, wonder, what next? Strangers to ourselves, one's distance from the many, hoi polloi, all that distracting hoopla. River of sound, river of melody, magic possibility of music, that anything at any moment might happen, unwilled, prepared for. Paiutes puha, power, concentrated in the flow. Dangerous waters drown the unwary. In time, phenomena succeed each other. Talk about the weather. Storm tracks from the Pacific and Gulf of Alaska renew, the cycle ends. at the Golden Gate, vast, tremulous okeanos, primordial flux, Gaia's circulations. Land wrinkles gather precipitate, every topographic fold a tributary. The Sacramento, half a mile away, still swollen after last month's rains. The American flooded riverbank tree trunks. Rippled urban lights glitter in the dark. River of life, salmon against the current glint. Beavers swim below I-80's overpass, and great blue herons fish by city banks or in willows, watch with hawks high in cottonwoods the current flow. The world's song circulates, what wounds coagulates in sound, each a solitary voice, issue of life itself, each cry a creation to test the vibrant air, a mocking bird's reply. Return what's lost, as if memory to recall all those wrong turns might, or what's left off the map fuels the blaze. The imprints left, how'd they get across? Meditations for Charles Mingus. Whose wire cutters are those? Questing weasel quiring at the wiring. Many minds, bags yet to be unpacked, or some such. Whose copper wires? Fugitive preacher, can you hear it, feel it, bring it, bend it to organic string? Bowed, plucked, can you, that other note struck just so? Catch as catch can, inner nets of, cries of, oh Charles, spirits beat, the strings vibrations set, the stars silence, those changes. Between a rock and competing ideologies, priorities, conceptions of need. Inattentions of, rectified by what? A tale? A drawing? This captioned photo? A true to life, I was there with my very own eyes account, overdrawn, on the lives of exploited children, dying children, dead. Surely that horror, indigestible, right? Who misremember truth as answer, whose rights? Children, mining the minds, mindsets of mine, handsets, jet sets, most every electronic device known to mankind, and the military. Those landmines. Text me. A Salgado sells for, framed in the living room's decor, the ritual hang of art. Wikipedia says, some anthropologists believe that the earliest intelligent modern humans practiced a form of prayer. And non-intelligent exclusions? Who's in? Who's out? Why? Who's the ump? Always the question, isn't it? Along with, who's writing the book? Who's taking the picture? Whose book is it? Whose blood? Why, oh wise? Who? In situ, it has to happen somewhere. Somewhere where, if ever, meets as if. 2. Harvest Song Pastoral, a prayer for the air. Where bones are crushed by stone, crimson blood on the snow, steady drip, white forest, winter stillness, life's force, life's blood, life oblinic, in memory of, on top of, fallen magnolia blossom, Sand Creek stream bed, cavalier gallantry, and much else. Plainly, on plains of, in the face of, in resistance of, settled, bled out, soaked soils, radical at root, endemic fruit, blown into as-ifs, in answer, skull bone ghosts of, crosses of, crossed by, as though, not so, visibly, never, in every breeze united, buried in hearts of, not gone in the air, but there, still, deep breath now. Ground, underground, no. White Road, Black Rain for Jean Lee. Only in time is when, if it has to then happen in an instant, if we must. Read on, compadre, hypocrite brother, what enough that's going down to impeach the testimony of, because America, you are the bomb, side threat, greatest stick, world thorn. You know well the sin of your exception, and its many side skirts. And time, and time, and time, again, and again, and again. In every now recall, there are not enough breaths, repetitions in our breath, to repeat MLK's simple statement of facts. To recall, threat means terror to the world, called a piece of the bat, a demonstration cloud above a city destroyed, blown where no one belongs. The U.S. does not, cannot, will not take that long, hard look, but for a clown, laughed at, cast not me's and Georgia's sweets to bloody ground lords of skies above. A bird sits most gracefully atop barbed wire, better than any man or woe. Down in hollows of never forgets many unsaids. In Puerto Rico tonight, all night long. Mostly hear the generators. And if you can't afford a generator, Mama can't buy you. Hush now, don't yawn. Some by dental records. That song, to bite on down on, it's it till dawn's on, citizen and on. Ground, underground, valley lines rule. Wonder if the Chamber of Commerce would buy that. Verso graffiti no less. Photos too, abstractly. From this ditch in which, to Pyramid Peak in crystal clear sky, sighted the certain suburban debris, in between, unseen, catches, can, Two, toxics as well. Capital troubles and water batteries, smiles for all and tracks of, excess of, in the shadow of, sky cracks, count, measure time, and wonder, now, no relief, dumbstruck, I listen anyway, almost the way a piece of music might work, ineluctable allure, too much confusion. I feel my body age and its discontents, physical and otherwise, drive-bys, owls in the ground, still alive. In fields begin dreams, all of an angle, a wordist margin within a noise. That sound, to begin again, nonsense flaked into the non-non of meaning, being itself light-shadowed, bang-banged, sound leading itself, which might lead into it again in order of to pre-ramble. In performance, whose it you say, believe it now, in herds of disbelief. It's all in the sight of it. Rising cloud, conjunctivitis in the morning feed. It's October 1958, and the U.S. is performing, talk about performance art, nuclear tests at a site in Nevada. Joanne Kiger reporting. Instead, an itch and an opening in head, inside of it. Overheard. Oh, Barbary went underground. But fallow to come. By the by, radioactive. Worlds inside, outside. Burger refers to an other altogether unfamiliar, however, as they say, to the shores of and hero and Baja hospitality, Spanish soldier foot deserters, that way. Own it, see it, say it, sing it in unison, ride it. Morrow, crater, red eye, one's own it. In Godspell, light flash, seek to speak, be prayer for errors, inheritance, build our heirs. Tear ducts.
Tear ducts.
His and mine.
His and mine.
Neither empty. Bulging, squamous, bloody.
Squamous, bloody.
Quality of life. Its
Its
subjectivity.
subjectivity.
Blind eye, animal warmth, animal comforts. Nights spent spooning, butt tight against belly, anxious attachment. Study and observe. Ears perked to the sound of mockingbirds. Does this path have a heart? A blossoming into
death, the universe reclaims.
habeas corpus.
That animal lacked the emotional attachment to their pain.
We cling.
headbutt for a whistle.
Live or die's always the question, isn't it? Asked or not.
Orfeo, don't look back.
Because
The sentence itself on its way.
not a thing in its place to muck up an abject explanation. Fire on the water met a me on the corner.
Taken to its logical and point, its point being one discovers there is no end.
Teach me to kiss the sky.
Cultivations and cultifications.
Space place human might inhabit.
Where their wings,
Or books reopened.
slowing the tempo before hitting that plaintive note.
Outfolding sporadic atonal behavior.
The dicta remained,
Effulgent, enfolded, collapse.
bygones and comeback agains.
The removal of any act of decisiveness that determines knowledge or love in the first place.
Not a bird in it,
But words.
from me to
And consider the present oh shit of it.
batten down the binding, glue drying unevenly along the stride.
Past pains windowed right on down that road with the flim flam man.
Awaken, lost, dream.
For to whom and then why not?
Shut the door.
Write that sentence.
Now,
Whose taught logic unravels the urgent emergent.
it.
Names it mineral, names it rock, names it boulder, names it gravity. Name it ain't it.
It was an accident.
Turn away. From land, from sea, from air. No there, nowhere in that inward stare but what you make with it. Of accident, trough and consequence, water's torpor, poetry and assignation of time never overtaken. Involuntary, operationally distinct centers of concurrent experience in diurnal decline. Awakened lost dream, lift out of certainty, disbelief, displaced desire, thoughts of home, alone, what that journey the heart is, and placed, equally at it, solar nadir, an impercipient verity, feared long before its arrival. Travelers along mind's elusive straight line that lies beyond horizon, a page of predication crevasse. In the logic of relations, it is even questionable whether there is any predicate at all, since all of the terms can be regarded as subjects on the same footing. Below Hotlam's ice fall ground gives way, one misstep and the fresh snow cover collapses underfoot. Body suspended in ropes taut end within crystalline walls of predicament. An argument dangles, awaits self-extraction. Down to the moon and back again.
One shiny, succulent sun, ripened black, berry beyond reach, thorn, bramble, defense. Just eat my peach instead.
A matter of preference, really. Reality lies in the diffidence of difference, or what is made of it.
One string after another, belong.
Song, had, snap, have.
Bare branches, leaves on the ground.
Away, away,
Days slip into months. Nights slide into years.
I had a good glimpse today of a hermit thrush. Its presence,
Alive.
it meant nothing. I snapped.
Its picture, anyway.
It's away in that moment.
Winter songs out the door.
Only but for two
Tumble in.
to a new year.
Something about ravens and
Nematodes
spiritual threads when
and how words.
what the waters show.
Background din of endless war.
Pieces in self.
I might yet call.
Home here
Was where I meant.
to be when I heard you were there.
A verb in disguise as the signs.
Clearly read adverbs only served
Here, where you hear the black singed
singing cups. Nearly inaudible.
in the hearing of become. Another atrocity catalog. Dispossession, murder, outright theft.
By light of a slippery
But testimony, but hearings, congressional records,
light of a slim ray grabbed to gray grim.
experience and its disbeliefs, those songs.
Never meant to be understood.
As if facts might matter.
Asemic twigs and what's behind
Global genocide.
as a flock of snow geese fly north.
A moonlit calligraphic formation. Rain drives before my remaining time. The leaves ran out of it, fell past farm fields, hawk-studded, driving rain, eyes muddiness. What whirls in the silence of things, played upon, dry rustle of leaves on ground, the wind only a whisper of the invisible sound of the world before words, a voice heard on the edge of the commotion starlings make, fretwork of the substance of the instrument we are. Alba's verbal calculus amid visible hum, plain song ostinato,
All those verbal calculus.
Orioles daily
Visible
threnody,
hum, plain song,
burnt leaf, dropped
ostinato,
blossom,
plain song, ostinato.
quests terra
Orioles,
incognito,
daily threnody,
requiem quiet again,
leaf, drop, blossom, quest, terra, incognito.
oral signing sounding, old offers renewed,
Requiem, quiet again.
aurora borealis,
Requiem, quiet again. Oral signing sounding.
orison,
Oral signing sounding old offers.
ABC's deft channeling,
Borealis.
a bit
Oral
visible,
signing sounding offers renewed.
zygodine heat
Borealis. Oral borealis. ABCs.
quests terra
Death
incognito,
channel. Zagadan heat deep.
Flowering firmament sounds solicit, bodies elegiac amplitude.
Solicit bodies, elegiac amplitude.
Hum, plain song ostinato.
Flowering firmament sounds.
Burnt leaf, dropped blossom.
Out of nowhere.
Requiem,
Old offers
quiet
renew.
again.
Orioles daily. Plain song ostinata.
ABC's deaf channeler.
Old offers. Aurora. Beat daily. Visible.
Out of nowhere,
Return.
returned.
Thank you very much.